All right, good morning, everybody watching on the replay. Welcome to the replay. And feel free to hit the screen multiple times. Go ahead and heart it up. And share it with your friends there on Periscope, Twitter, and Facebook. Slide over to the right if you're on Androids, from the bottom up to the right if you're on Apple, from the bottom up if you're on Android. And go ahead and share it right now with your friends. There on Periscope, Facebook, and Twitter. All right, going to get started here in just a second or so, or a minute or so. Hey, good morning over there, Meerkat. Hey, good morning, everybody. DarrellMuhammad here. Good morning. Welcome. Go ahead and hit the hearts now. Go ahead and give the hearts now. And go ahead and share it right now. This is the grand finale, ladies and gentlemen, the grand finale. All right, this is the last day of our 13-day boot camp. Last day of our 13-day boot camp on wholesaling real estate, right? So go ahead and let's finish strong. You know, many times it says not how you start the race, but how you finish. Good morning. Welcome. Go ahead and share it right now. Share it and retweet it, restream it there on Meerkat, and share it on Periscope. Let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, we're going to get started another 30 seconds so we can make the most of this grand finale. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. All right, thank you, Thomas. Thank you very much. Thank you. Invite all your friends. Friends and family, right, friend? All your friends on Periscope, Twitter, Facebook. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. DarrellMuhammad here, entrepreneur, real estate investor, mentor, trainer, coach. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you to the grand finale of this 13-day boot camp, right? 13-day boot camp. I want to welcome everybody to the grand finale and congratulate you all that's been here from 1 day to 2 days to 5 days to 10 days, maybe even all 13 days, either on the live stream or the replay. I want to congratulate you guys for being committed. Right? Being committed. Nothing happens if you don't decide and don't commit. All right? So this was part of that process. And you can never get enough, exercise in. You can never get enough reps in making a commitment, deciding and making a commitment. All right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Let's cover the housekeeping items. This is how you can reach me. All right? DarrellMuhammad. They're on Periscope and Twitter, at DarrellMuhammad, of course. And then DarrellMuhammad fan page on Facebook. That's where you want to go to dialogue with me on Facebook. I'm in the process of setting up a private group just for my students of the Secrets to Wholesaling Real Estate. All right, so that's an announcement for you. Setting up the private, elusive, exclusive group just for the students of the Secrets to Wholesaling Real Estate. All right, so here's my telephone number. You can call me if you have any questions. This will be the last week that I can help you for free. All right, just call this number and leave a message, and I'll answer your questions for you. All right, so that's the number right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is my cell phone number. There's not a Google number. Now, to find out more about the exact day and time and location of the live launch of this training program, then you want to go to TheSecretsToWholesaling.com. TheSecretsToWholesaling.com. Go there, ladies and gentlemen. Put your information. There's a free gift when you sign up. You'll get more information. You'll get more training, right? You'll get more nuggets from the Secrets to Wholesaling Real Estate. So we're not going to stop giving. We're going to give and give and give until we can't give anymore. All right? So the 13-day boot camp has been a part of the pre-launch, ladies and gentlemen, the pre-launch to the release of the Secrets to Wholesaling Real Estate Volume 1 and 2. It's a downloadable training system, a downloadable training course. 13 hours, Those who got it on pre-sale, pre-sale unfortunately is now closed. So you're going to have to wait till a live event to get it. But it's 13 hours, ladies and gentlemen, of boot camp style, no holds barred. The good, the bad, and the ugly. That's right, even the ugly of wholesaling real estate. I don't leave anything out. Everything from A to Z, right? Including the forms. We're going to cover those today, including the forms and everything in between. I'm teaching you how to make $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month with no credit, no job, no previous experience, no loan applications. You can have no money, no risk. You can even be a felon with a felony. A felon with a felony, a criminal record, it doesn't matter. You can be, a high school dropout, a college dropout. It doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. You do not need a license to wholesale real estate, and I teach you how to do that legally, ethically, and morally. Okay? So that way you can be rest assured that if you follow what I teach you, you won't get into any trouble. All right? So that's what that is, and that's what we're doing here. Now, for number 13, ladies and gentlemen, 1-3, hopefully that's 1-3 on your screen. 1-3, day 13, module number 13 it's entitled Contracts, Forms, and Stuff. Contract, forms, stuff. Now, when you get the training system, right, you'll get everything. This is what you're going to get. On this module, you'll have at your fingertips everything you need to run a successful real estate business, right? Make offers and organize all the many parts of the deal. Look at all the tools you'll get customized especially for this system. Customized especially for this system. Investor buyer purchase contracts, right? Assignment of contracts. Property assessment forms. Marketing tracking form. Daily call tracking sheets. Contact information sheets. You'll get letter of authorization. You'll get property due diligence form. You'll get property prospect list. You'll get pipeline sheet. You'll get offer tracking form. You'll get lead tracking sheets and a bunch of other forms you'll need as you become more successful as a real estate investor or entrepreneur. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a lot. All that's been customized for this course. We want to go into just a few of them right now so you can be excited about what you're going to get or have gotten in this training system right here. All right? So let's look at it. Now, here's one of my flyers right here. Let me just show this to you. Diamond in the rough. Make $30,000 off of this rehab deal. The address, you always want to put descriptions, right? Description, selling point, what the comps are. We talked about that, right? What the comps are, the estimated repairs, and your price. Okay? Then you give them instructions on how to inspect the property. It says here, vacant, enter through side door. And then my telephone number at the time. All right? So that's a flyer. That's a sample flyer. And all these are in Word document, ladies and gentlemen. So what does that mean? That means you can adjust them. Right? That means you can use them. Now, here is, I mentioned last time, the assignment of contract. Right? This is what it looks like. The assignment of contract. The assignment of contract. All right? Now, here's something real good. It's called the escrow instructions. And if you read it, you understand how you use this. But these are instructions that you'll give your escrow officer, which is the person who actually closes the transactions at the title company. Right? You sit with the escrow agent and you sign all the documents. So this gives them instructions. Whatever the instructions you want to do. Wire the money, to my account. Here's my account information. This is assignment of contract that goes with contract. Property, such and such and such and such. These are instructions. All right? Now, here is something that I mentioned as well. We talked about the 3 things you can do if you can't find an investor, right? And one of the things is you can forget about it. Excuse me. Which means you can terminate the agreement. Well, you just don't forget about it. You just don't say, okay, I'm just not going to ever call the owner anymore. We can't come to any kind of agreement. And I express that verbally, when I talk with them and they understand that, the deal's off. That's fine. You can do it. I'm not saying anything against it. But I also included a notice of termination of contract. See how short and simple it is? Remember I told you one page, ladies and gentlemen, one page is the best number of pages to have. All right, so this is a notice of termination. This can be to the homeowner, it says here to seller, or it can be to a real estate agent, okay, as you start working with real estate agent once you become good. Now here's a sheet I put together I think is real good, ladies and gentlemen. The property due diligence form, right? I created this form as I did with all of these forms I created, right? Okay, so here's the property due diligence form. This is just your checklist. Right? So as you get agreement on properties, as you get contracts on properties, then you need to go through these steps. You check them off here, then you write the date here. So county assessor district. Did you pull that up? Did you pull up the tax records? Did you do a walkthrough inspection? Did you do repair estimates? Did you do sales comp? Did you do market analysis? See, preliminary title search. Debt obligations. See if it had any mortgages or any lien. See, so these are steps, ladies and gentlemen. This is a business. That's the property due diligence form. Now you're going to get all of these forms. Hey, I'm glad you like it. Share it with somebody. You'll get all these forms in the system, right? And as I go through the system, you'll start seeing where you need to include these forms. All right? Let's go right along. Let's quickly go. Now I put several different examples of a sales agreement. That's one of them. Okay? That's one filled out so you can see how to use it. All right. Now here's one that's blank, that's not filled out. Right? Okay. Now here's something good that I included, ladies and gentlemen. This is terms, right? These are just basic terms. See, it's not 4 or 5 pages. It's not 50 terms. Of course, there's more terms than this. But these are the minimal terms you need to know. These are all the terms you need to know to be a wholesaler. It's not a lot of them. We're about 10 of them. Wholesaling, networking, ARV, percentage of points, due diligence, appraisal, inspection, appraiser, inspector, LTV. Okay? So these are terms. This is something, you know, when we were students coming up in school, right? We learned how to memorize things, right? Memorize words and definitions. Well, that's what this comes into play. All right? Now here's something, just some good information I put in here as well. Borrower side, lender side, so you can have a understanding, you know. They say you want to have a bird's eye view, but there's many different kinds of birds and they all fly at different heights. So what kind of bird's eye view do you want to have, right? What kind of bird's eye view do you need to get the job done? So, can't see it. Sorry about that, meerkats. Didn't include you guys there. All right, so that's what you're looking at. It's just some general information that'll help you understand the borrower side and the lender side. All right, as it pertains to hard money, because 9 times out of 10, that's what your investors are going to be using, hard money. All right. Now here's a real good. Here's one. This sheet right here will definitely make you a lot of money, keep you from losing a lot of money, right? And as you have more and more deals that's going on simultaneously, you're going to need this one. This is called the Wholesale Buyers List. See, Wholesale Buyers List. This is where you list all the properties you have for sale as a wholesaler. Right? If you're just doing one at a time, because you're doing it in your spare time or part-time, and depend on your level and assertiveness or aggressiveness, your marketing aggressiveness, right? You may not need this. You still want to need it even if it's for one, but this is really for marketing. This is really for your organization. Is good for you to organize, but I made this primarily for my investors, right? My investors. See, if you see what it looks like, you see it says here, my company name, telephone number, properties for sale / cash only contracts, right? Wholesale buying list as of. All right, and then you put all your property information. Property address, city, what's that? Asking price, what's that? Retail price, repair estimates, area, key map, bedroom, bath, garage, square footage. See, that's everything, and then you list them, right? And being that this is on Excel or Word, you can expand this to include many, many more spaces, right? So as you get investors, and you get multiple properties, you can just send this out, on their email, via email, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, not every month. No, every 2 weeks, every 1 week, every 2 weeks, no more, no less than every 2 weeks. Until they say, stop sending me, hey, I'm getting them, don't send them so often. But that's good, because now they remember you. Now they know who you are. All right? So this is a very, very powerful sheet. Right? You can print this out, make copies. You can keep a copy with you. You can go to your real estate investment club and pass this out. Right? Pass this out. Leave it on the table. Drop it off by those realtors that we talked about who deal with investors. Right? It's powerful, ladies and gentlemen. All that's in your course. Now, here's a document that I recreated. I found it and I recreated it. Now, this is a powerful, powerful, powerful document. Powerful document. It's called the Affidavit of Memorandum Purchase and Sales Agreement. Right? Now, this is a powerful. Let me just tell you how you use this. There's two situations that you want to use this memorandum. Not on every deal, but two situations. One, right, where it's a true diamond in the rough, right? It's a sweet, 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 sweet deal, and you can't let anything happen to it, right? Out of your control. It's a sweet deal. They're all gonna be sweet, I know, but it's a real sweet deal. Oh man, it's a deal of a lifetime up to that point in your career. Right? I mean, it's the prime location. I mean, all the things line up. Prime location, prime price, huge profits. Right? Huge profits. It might have been high competition and you just happened to get it. Or you got in right before the competition got thick. Right? That's reason number one. Reason number two that you should use this, and I use it, if you think that the seller is shady, right? If you think that the seller might be trying to slip a fast one by you, right? That you think the seller might be trying to sell it, they call it sell it from underneath you, sell it to somebody else. You got to tell you that based on actual facts, based on you can't reach them, based on them being elusive, right? Based on those kind of things. You don't want to do all this, it's principles. It's not really about money when it comes to trust, right? It's about principle. Trust is a principle factor. It has nothing to do with money. It's about principle. So if you feel that they're being shady with you, right? They're being unethical, something ain't right. I can just feel it that they're trying to go around me. I pass by the property, right? It's vacant. It is not lived in. And now I see all this activity. I pass by, they got a contractor out front that I didn't call. Right? They got trucks out front of the house now, all of a sudden now. No, he's not about to hoodwink me, bamboozle me. So that's when you use, those are two situations you use the Affidavit of Memorandum of Purchase and Sales Agreement. Let me show you what it looks like. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, just one page, right? Just one page. Now, what does that do? Affidavit, who knows what that means? And memorandum, who knows what that means? Of purchase and sales agreement, we know what that means. What this basically does, ladies and gentlemen, when you fill this out, right, and you record it at the county's recorder's office, what this does, this lets the world know. It puts your agreement on public notice, right? It puts your agreement on public notice, and this becomes a part of that property's title. Title. This means that I have an agreement to purchase such and such property from such and such. Right? So here, just follow the scenario again. You feel in your guts that they're trying to hoodwink you and sell the property from underneath you. Right? So you go and file this at the county recorder's office in the same county that the property's in. So this becomes public notice attached to the title of that property that says DarrellMuhammad, Creative Home Buyer LLC, has an agreement, a signed in agreed upon consummated agreement with such and such to buy property at such and such. So when that person, that seller, who you feel they're trying to go around you and sidestep you and sneak and get more money or sell it to somebody else, when they go to a title company, right, and do this title search to make sure everything is good with the title, I'm talking about this other party that they've done a deal behind your back with, then when the title company, they'll come back and say, wait a minute, you can't buy this property because there's an affidavit of memorandum of sales purchase by Creative Home Buyers, DarrellMuhammad, that says as of this date, they went into agreement with the seller of this property to buy this property. Did you get that, ladies and gentlemen? That's powerful. See, that's powerful. Now that the person cannot sell that property until this is released. Until this is released, or they say, no, that's not true. That Darrell lied. I don't have an agreement with them, but then I have a signed copy. And then the title company has a signed copy. Right? All right? And they want to go to court and say, oh, no, that's a forged. If they want to go that far, then let them have it. They'll lose it. And then you still can buy the property. But I don't think too many people that's stupid. Right? So this lets everybody know. It lets you know that they went behind your back. So it lets you know who you're dealing with. It lets the other investor know, wait a minute, this person told me this property was for sale and, didn't have any other contracts, or this property was still available for sale. That's what available means. There's no signed contract for sale on the property. And that person wasn't honest with me. I'm talking about the other investor that thought the property was available, and the owner didn't say they already went into agreement with me. And so now they're going to say that owner is unethical. That owner is a liar. Right? That owner is a liar. So now the owner has egg all over his face, her face. They're coming to the title. And see, now you really got to micromanage. Because if they're willing to do that, ladies and gentlemen, then you got to really micromanage them. Because now they might not even show up to the title company. They might just disappear, right? Now, this stays on for I don't know how many years, but it stays on there and it just stays on there. But they might try to sit it out. If they're unethical, you cannot put anything past a person that will lie. But the old folks say, you lie, you steal. You steal, you cheat. You cheat, you kill. So anybody that lies, you can't say, all right, I busted them, so they're going to show up to the title company. No, you need to get in their ear. But Darrell, do you bring this up? I wouldn't. Why? They're already embarrassed enough. They know what happened. You just act like it never happened. You act like it never happened. But you understand, I need to micromanage this relationship. Yes, of course, it needs to be notarized and recorded. Anything that's legal, that's going to be legally binding in the courts. Thank you, Sister Candace. Anything that's going to be legally binding in the court has to be notarized. If not, whose signature is that? Who is that? We don't know who those people are. Who is that? Right? So, yes, it has to be notarized. The contract for sales offer doesn't have to be notarized. Right? None of them are. A real estate agent, theirs not notarized. But anything like this, an affidavit, yeah. Anything in conjunction to a memorandum on or on something else, then yes. You want to get it notarized. Okay? All that's here at the bottom. You'll see it down here. All right? Says up here. Before me, the undersigned authority on this day personally appeared, DarrellMuhammad, who is being firstly sworn, deposed, and saying that. See? So I'm even swearing that I have a contract with a person. Contract to purchase, real estate described herein, blah, blah, blah. Any interest part make contact. So it has my contact number. Right? So when they go to the title company, pulls this up and says, oh, there's a memorandum affidavit of purchase on here. You can't buy this property. And they can say, well, let me get a copy of it. Okay, great. Now they got a copy. Now they have my contact information. They might call me to want to negotiate, right, to buy out my interest. Uh-oh, buy out my interest. See? But you put that there. All prospective properties beware. Affidavit has an equitable interest in here. Described property by virtue of properly executed contract. Property description and then the notary right down there. You see it? Notary public. Notary public. All right? So yes. See, you do this see, you can't learn these things. You won't learn these things. You won't have these forms just buying a book because you don't want to spend $700, thousands of dollars in your training. This will cost you. This will set you back. By not having this form, you will be set back financially. You would have done all that work just to lose the deal, to have a thief working with a thief, if they're both are thieves, meaning the owner who's trying to sell it from underneath you, and then the investor who might not care, right? Try to tell them how to get around it, right? Don't go to the title company. And see what you can do later on, ladies and gentlemen, if the owner disappears, you just every so often, well, I mean, let's say, for example, they don't go to the title company, right? Everything is done at Denny's with this unscrupulous investor, right? So you can sign all the documents and have a title, have it notarized and everything. Go file it, give them a cashier's check, they own the property, right? But just imagine they won't be able to sell it as long as this affidavit is on that property. I'm talking about the new investor. And now once this shows up to the second sale, when the investor tries to sell it, you're going to get paid. Right? You're going to get paid because you're going to have the original contract that's dated with this affidavit that's dated, and you can sue their behind. You can sue them for the profits of that transaction, of the sale that they're trying to make when this pops up. Because sooner or later, ladies and gentlemen, sooner or later, somebody's going to do a title search and see that this is sitting on that property. All right? This is worth a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. I just only had to use it once or twice. But it's a protection. You don't tell the owner, you don't want to upset anybody, right? It's like laws, right, in your city. Speeding laws and seatbelt laws and talking on the phone laws, right? That's not for those folks that don't do those things. That law is not for those that already wear their seatbelts, that don't speed, that don't talk on the phone while they're driving. Those laws are for folks that do or may think about doing it, right? It's a reminder that that's not healthy, that's not safe, right? So this is in place and you use it, right? Only when those two circumstances exist, right? For those that, do break laws and do shady stuff for money, right? For money, right? Money is usually the litmus test, ladies and gentlemen. Is usually the litmus test of a person's character is money, right? So that's what this is. This is a very powerful document, the affidavit memorandum of purchase and sale, and that's I just went through some of them real quick. So those are what you're gonna get. There's more. There's about 30 of them that you'll get in the training system. All right, and all of them are applicable. All of them you can use. So I just didn't pile in. I could have put 50, I could have put 60 in there, 80 in there, just to overwhelm you. But remember, my program is the best of what I've gotten from other programs and what I've learned from experience, and then leaving out what I think is a hindrance for beginners. And what's a hindrance for beginners is too much information. Too much information. Too much information. The problem with the internet is it's too much information. Too much information. All right? So there's 30 contracts and you'll be able to use all of them. All of them right now. Okay? All of them right now. So ladies and gentlemen, that's module number 13. Let's see. 13. Day number 13 of the 13-day boot camp, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We made it. And when you look at 13, and if every one of them is about 30 minutes, that's what? 7 hours, 6.5 hours, ladies and gentlemen. 6.5 hours, right? I will be putting each and every one of these boot camp days on my website. I will let you know when I do that, so you can go back and you can look at each and every one of them. But don't wait for that, ladies. See, ladies and gentlemen, you got to get out of this mindset of niggardly. You got to get out of this mindset of you just gonna free stuff to death. Free. You never make any money if you're stuck on free. Free is an introduction. Free is like a commercial. Free is like an advertisement. Free is like a test drive. You can never enjoy the car test driving it. You got to buy the car. You have to make the decision and the commitment. Right? Now, early purchase, pre-purchase is closed, so you missed that opportunity. Right? You missed that opportunity. Right? But it's still not late, ladies and gentlemen. It's not too late for you to go to this website and get on the VIP notification list so you can know the date, the time, and the location that we're going to have our live event, our live launch release. Right? Live launch release. It's going to be live right here on Periscope. Right? Where you're going to be able to get over $2,500 of free bonuses at that live event and only at that live event. Okay? Those of you who pre-ordered, who've already gotten it, share with your friends, ladies and gentlemen. Share with all. Go on your Facebook page and do a review. Right? Let me help you to understand what you need to do. Go to your Facebook page. Those that bought it, listen to it, and thinks it has value, and I know it does. Go there and put a review and link them to this website. Link them to this website, and then you send it over to me. Send it over to my Facebook fan page. Right? You do that, and I'll have something special for you. Right? Because we got to get out of this niggardly mentality. Because in niggardly is poverty. In niggardly is poverty. All right? So that's what you do. For those students who have it and know what you got and recognize, wow, this is powerful. Right? What you do a review. Give your testimony on your fan page, or on your Facebook page, and in Twitter. Right? And put in @DarrellMuhammad, and I'll see it in Twitter. Put @DarrellMuhammad, and I'll see it in Twitter. So do Twitter, your testimony of the course in Twitter and in Facebook. And then when you do the Facebook, you put share, and you do an individual or whatever you do, and just type in my name. It'll pop up, and you send it to me. Or you tag me. You guys are better at Facebook than me. You can tag me in the post. Right? Tag me in your Facebook post. And if you do that, how about this? If you do that 3 times each, but you have to follow all the instructions. If you do 3 times each, 3 times a testimony in Twitter @DarrellMuhammad so I can see it, and 3 times in Facebook and tag DarrellMuhammad so I can see it, 3 times, ladies and gentlemen, 3 times. 3 times I'll have something special just for you guys. All right? Something special just for you guys. All right? So with that being said, if you have any questions about my training system, about wholesaling real estate, on which direction you should go in real estate, should it be the rental, should it be the rehab, should it be the wholesaling, call me and leave me a message at this number, 713-817-5952. I'll coach you for another week. I can only coach for another week for free. Then I'll have to designate my time for my paid students. All right? @DarrellMuhammad, Periscope and Twitter. DarrellMuhammad fan page. DarrellMuhammad fan page on Facebook. I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, congratulations for being here. Congratulations for joining me for these 13 days of boot camp, over 6.5 hours of training. Is that right? Yes, 6.5 hours of training. Training right here on Periscope. Thank you so very much for being with me, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we'll see you as a student of The Secrets to Wholesaling Real Estate Volume 1 and 2. Make sure you go to the website, TheSecretsToWholesaling.com. Get on that list. That's where you'll stay abreast on everything that's happening. All right? Everything that's happening, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you so very much for being here. And as always, I'll see you at the top not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, your community deserves your very best. All right, I'll be here tomorrow doing something. I don't know yet. All right, I don't know yet, but we'll be back tomorrow. All right, take care. God bless.